Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a paranormal experience video. This video is called I Saw a Demon Come Out of Someone. Now, I am not going to mention the person's name. I'm not going to mention where the person lived or where this experience happened because I want to protect the privacy of the person. And the person is a paranormal investigator, and he's well known. I mean, he's well known in his field, and he has a following on Facebook and a following on YouTube. So I don't want to say who the person was or is. So I made friends with this person, and he is a paranormal investigator, and I felt like I got to know him fairly well. I felt like we were friends. So this person seemed like he was a really cool person. There was a little bit of oddness to him. I don't know if he was just trying to keep up with the creepy vibe of the paranormal investigator or what, but there were times when I would be talking with him, and he would be talking normally, and all of a sudden he would start talking like a demon. He would start talking in this demonic voice, and at first I thought he was just doing it just to scare me, or just to like trick me, or just to I don't know. It was really weird. His voice would just change. And it was weird because it was in the middle of a conversation. It was in the middle of a conversation about anything. It could have been about the weather. It could have been about music. It could have been about anything. And all of a sudden, his voice, literally, no joke, would change. And it would go from a normal sounding voice to a demonic voice. And I would just be standing there listening to this, and I would be like, did I just hear that right? Because when he first started doing it, I thought I wasn't hearing it correctly. And then he kept doing it. He did it a few times to me. And I would just be standing looking at him like, what is going on? Like, at first I thought maybe he had like a mental disorder where he was like switching in and out of characters, like switching in and out of, I don't know. I couldn't pinpoint what was going on. It was weird. So I was just like, maybe he's trying to scare me. I thought the person was putting on this demonic voice just to scare me. I didn't know. I was like, this is weird. I mean, it didn't stop me from, being his friend, but I was like, is this person mentally unbalanced? Like, I thought, is he schizophrenic? Like, what? And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, that's what was going on. Like, I was thinking the person had a mental disorder, because he would, like I said, he would just go off and start talking in a demonic voice, and it was not his voice. It was weird. So after that happened, there was times when I would be hanging out with him, and he would start talking in what sounded like, and I don't really know how to particularly say this, it sounded like he was almost doing some kind of ritual in front of me. It was weird. So he would be walking all around the room, kind of like he'd be walking all around the room, and he would be just talking in tongues, and it would sound like gibberish. It would sound like other words mixed in with other words. So this didn't sound normal to me. It sounded like, almost like he was either putting a curse on me. I know this is going to sound weird. It sounded like he was putting a curse on me, or he was trying to scare me, or I don't know what it was, but this was freaking me out, because he was not too much scares me, but demonic things kind of make me a little freaked out. So the person would be walking around the room, or pacing the room back and forth, and he would start talking in tongues, and it would be demonic tongues, and it would sound like he was saying some kind of ritual prayer. and it sounded like all these words just mixed in with all these words, and I would just be looking at him like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry about my language, but that's exactly what I said to myself. And at one point, I guess he even saw how I looked at him, because he said to me, don't worry, these words aren't even real. And I would just be looking at him like, what? If they're not even real, what are you doing? Like, this is just weird. What the fuck? This is weird. Right? I mean, that is just insanity. Like, did he have like a mental disorder? What was going on? I don't know. But anyway, one day I was looking at this person, and this freaked me out. I was looking at this person, and he started going into his little ritualistic, bizarre, I don't even know what you want to call it. He started pacing all around again, and then he started talking with his demon voice, and literally his voice would get really low. It was weird. And then he started spewing all this like weird words from his mouth. I'm still to this day, it is weird. I can't even describe to you how weird it was. He was mixing all of his words into other words. It sounded like I said, like some kind of ritual. I don't know if he was putting a voodoo hex on me. Maybe he secretly hated me. I don't know. But he would just do this out of the clear blue sky. There was no rhyme or no reason for this. He would just start doing it out of the clear blue sky. Like I said, we could be talking all about the weather. We could be talking about music. We could be talking about the paranormal. And all of a sudden, it was just like this, like a switch. And he would start walking all around and start acting really bizarre. So this time when I was it's at him, now this was a flash. This was not something that was there for a long time. So I don't know if it's because I'm in tune with things and I can see spirits, but as I looked at him, and this happened like that, I saw a flash of what appeared to be 3 demons or something that was not of this world. And if I didn't look fast enough, I would have missed it. It looked like they were either going in him or leaving him. I couldn't tell, but it happened really fast. Now, I think they left him because I was looking at it and there was 3 of them, and they looked to be half man, half beast, or whatever you want to call it. And it looked like as he was talking all this gibberish, and as he was talking tongues or whatever you want to call it, or as he was talking in this demonic voice, it looked like there was 3. There was one here, one like right behind him, and one on the side of him. And it looked like, I'm going to say they left him, because it happened quickly, and it looked like these 3 demons, or whatever you want to call them, spirits, demonic spirits, left him. Because all of a sudden he turned his head really quick, and as he turned his head, it looked as though he kind of snapped out of it. It was really weird. He snapped out of it, and then he started talking normally. So it was literally insane. And I remember I was standing there looking at him, and I was trying to keep it together. I wasn't scared. I was just kind of like, what the hell did I just see here? So I was standing there staring at him. Now, I could have said something to him, but I didn't. I should have them, but I didn't. I didn't say a word to him. I just looked at him, and I was just like, this is friggin' weird. So the next day I was speaking to one of my friends, and she was talking to me. And apparently one of her friends knows this person, whom we're not going to say the name. And the person told her that the person does not cleanse himself after his investigations. So apparently he's going out doing all these investigations and not cleaning himself, clearing he's not saging, he's not doing anything. He's just going out, going to all these haunted places, and he's not clearing his space. So he's probably got things that are attached to him. So when my friend told me that, it made perfect sense. It made sense what I saw. It made sense what I heard. It was weird. And I said to her, do you think that maybe he's got things that are like attached to him? Because it makes sense to me that this person had demons that were attached to him. Now, whether or not they still are, I don't know, and I don't want to know. But me and my friend both thought that this person definitely had something attached to him, and that was the reason why he was speaking in tongues. He was pacing the room and switching in and out of character, like literally switching in and out of character. I couldn't believe it. Seriously, this was flippin' weird. Person switching in and out, talking demonic, and then for me to see what I saw made me realize that what that girl told my friend about that person, that he would just go out and wouldn't clear his space. God only knows how many entities he had that were inside of him that he probably don't even know. I wish I would have said something to him, but honestly, how do you tell somebody that? You know, do you just say, hey, I just saw 3 demons, I'll leave your body? I mean, I don't know. I still don't know. It is weird. But anyway, that's my story. Just a short little paranormal experience story. And I hope you like it. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And have a good day. Bye.